Sometimes the challenges in our lives can feel overwhelming, and we don't see how they're going to end or how they'll resolve or how things will ever be right again. I wanted to share with you a book that I've read called An Unseen Angel by Alyssa Parker. This book is about Alyssa's daughter, Emily. Emily was a student in Sandy Hook Elementary in Connecticut. In December 2014, 26 people were killed by a 20-year-old man, including 20 children who were between the ages of 6 and 7. Emily was one of those children. Alyssa has written about the experience and has shared with the reader the whole process of how she moved through it, the incredible hard experiences, the gifts and blessings that came despite the trauma, how she was able to move through her feelings towards the young man who had killed the people, her daughter, and her own personal feelings about the whole experience. She's gone on to create a foundation for safe schools and has really become an advocate for protecting children. But the book is an amazing story of moving from absolute devastation and trauma through, and how we depend on each other to help us. We can't do it alone. We need helpers who understand. And if they don't understand, they understand we need help. And they're there. They love, they listen, they care, they lift, they support. It's amazing what we can do for each other. One little paragraph I'd like to share with you from the book was, she said, "Thankfully, it never occurred to me to blame God for what had happened. I never felt the need to ask him why. Why did you let this happen? Why to these innocent children? Why to my daughter? I had already lived through many struggles and challenges in my life, and I had never felt that God was to blame for any of them. I had learned this lesson from my father. Living in an imperfect world, a world full of flawed people, meant that bad things would happen, even to the innocent. My relationship with God and my understanding of my own purpose had been strengthened by past trials. I had a strong belief that good could come from hard times. I trusted God and knew in my heart he was not my opponent. Rather, he could be my comforter." There's some profound learning in this book. Is it tragic? Yes. Do you cry? Yes. Do you rejoice as she moves through these hard things? Yes. And she gives us a glimpse of how we might do that ourselves when we have hard things. Incredibly, immensely hard things. I'm grateful for the courage of Alyssa to write this book, An Unseen Angel by Alyssa Parker. She's given us a wonderful recipe of understanding, of grieving, of seeking, of faith. And quite frankly, right now, we need some good recipes that help us to move through our own traumas and hard times. Is something that you're going through the equivalent of Sandy Hook? Perhaps not. But maybe it's the equivalent trauma in your own life, in your own situation. and your own challenges. I would suggest sharing this mother's story of faith, hope, and healing. There's a gift in it, and I'd love to let you know that it is worth receiving.